Welcome back, everybody. Everyday Guy here. Today I will be comparing the Leatherman Squirt PS4 versus the Gerber dime. Multi-tools, a lot of us carry them, a lot of us use them. They all come in different styles and sizes, you know, from big ones to the good old-fashioned Swiss Army knives to these little tiny guys here. The Leatherman weighs in at 2 ounces. The Gerber is 2.5 ounces. Both are really well-made tools. Two different price points for the same basic tool. Both our main tools are pliers. There's the Leatherman and there's the Gerber. As you can see, the Gerber has a bit of a different style, comes to a nice point, only touches in that last little bit, and this is all open. It also has flat spots on the end there, as you can see, whereas the Gerber, or the Leatherman, is a little more brunt-nosed. But both have needle nose, normal pliers, and wire cutters down inside. Both are spring activated. The Leatherman uses these bar style spring, whereas the Gerber, as you can see down inside there, has a traditional style spring. Resistance, the Leatherman definitely has a little better resistance than the Gerber dime does, but both pliers are functional. They do pretty much anything you need a plier to do, or a plier that this size can handle. As you can see, I mean, they're both really small in the form factor. We'll close these up and we'll talk about the tools. There you go. So we'll start with the blade. What's one of these? There it is. Alright, so two different style blades, as you can see. The Leatherman's a little bit longer. This one is chisel ground, whereas this one is beveled on both sides. The Leatherman came sharper out of the box than the Gerber did, but both blades, some stropping will work great. The Gerber, due to its traditional style grind, will be easier to sharpen than the Leatherman with its chisel grind. But all in all, they both make for great secondary secondary blades. Alright, on to the scissors. Both multi-tools do have scissors, as you can see here. Both well-made scissors. The Gerber has a little more resistance in the spring than the Leatherman does. Both well-made. The only problem is this one tends to rub when you push it down to actually close it all the way. It rubs inside of the scale, which sort of sucks, but I mean, all in all, good. Like I said, this one does have more resistance, but I have broken the spring for these scissors. This is my second or third dime, replacement dime, in the course of a year, and I barely ever use it. But I mean, things happen. It could have been a faulty spring on my other one. Who really knows? But anyways, both scissors cut paper well. They do their jobs. They do what you expect little tiny scissors like this to do. Alright, onto the screwdriver bits. You see you got a flathead and a Phillips style one here. Same as this. The Leatherman flathead has a little more reach and is definitely thicker, as you can see there. It's definitely a lot more robust, a little more precise on the cuts. The Leatherman flathead also doubles as a bottle opener, whereas the Gerber, it has a designated bottle opener, which does a far better job than the Leatherman one does. So if you're buying one of these just to open bottles basically and keep it on your keychain, then the Gerber dime is probably the one for you. Much better, robust. You don't have to open a tool to get to it. It's right there. Fantastic bottle opener. This one is something to be desired for. Okay, on to the Phillips small flathead / Phillips. The Gerber is definitely a little bit wider. The Leatherman is definitely thicker. I think the Gerber is a little bit taller. As you can see there. Yeah, a little bit. Both do the job really well. I've used them for a few small Phillips. Did great. The Phillips on the Gerber doubles as a file. Sort of a pointless file. I mean, it's hard to do much of anything with that. The file on the Leatherman is really impressive for such a small multi-tool. I mean, it's basically the full width of the tool. As you can see, you got your aggressive side, your smoother side. You even have the notching capabilities right there. Great file for such a small form factor. As you can see, it blows the Gerber out of the water when it comes to that aspect. Alright, so what's next? On the Gerber, we have a designated package opener. My wife carries a Gerber in her purse, and this is one of the most used tools on her Gerber. For those clamshell packages, you just poke it and slide. Great little tool. The Leatherman does not have that. It's got the full file to replace it with. Gerber, it would have been smart if they made this a little less contoured, a little bit, and put the file here, and still had the package opener, but use this space here, this big long space. They could have definitely used that for a file, and it would be a much better file than the one they have on the Phillips. But that's just my opinion. Both tools have split rings. The Gerber, if you choose to remove it, you still have the eyelet. It's stationary. The Leatherman, as you can see, though, it moves. So if you remove the split ring, this will actually tuck right up in there beside the blade, out of the way, out of sight. Aluminum scales on the Squirt, gloss nylon filled scales on the dime, and because of that, there's a nice little spot here for tweezers on the dime, which the Leatherman does not have. And tweezers on a tool like this come in very handy. These are, I mean, they're alright tools. They're not, top of the line, but they definitely do the job. They're great to have, especially in a pinch. Do wish the Leatherman did have a pair of tweezers on it, but two different price points though, like I mentioned earlier. This one here is about the $20 mark, whereas this one here is about the $35 to $40 mark. So, especially here in Canada, I think this is almost $23 and this is $45, depending on where you go. Both great tools, both well made. I think the Gerber does have some fit and finish issues. So you can see how tight it is there, and yet it's gappy over there. And like I said, this is my third Gerber. They've replaced it all 3 times, but the quality issues are still there. One thing I like about the dime, or the Squirt, is the scales are rounded to be able to open them. Whereas the dime, it's a cool looking multi-tool, but they come to a point right here, so when you open it, like, you're just banging the crap out of the scales, as you can see right there. So I mean, you're pretty much damaging your multi-tool just from opening it. So I think maybe these corners should be a little rounded to avoid that, but just small little design issues. Other than that, you could tell that it doesn't close right. As you can see right there, it's a little off, but all around, great tool. My wife's, the fit and finish is a little bit better. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely better than mine. All around, these are great tools. Both have pros, both have cons. Both suit the same needs in certain aspects and different needs in other aspects. So if you're trying to make the decision between these two, if you're going for, you know, a Leatherman or a Gerber, I would base it off of what you know from quality aspects and what tools are going to better suit you. If you're opening a lot of bottles, you know, this is definitely the one to go with. If you're doing a lot of handyman stuff, this one might be a little bit better, but it's all preference. Price is always a factor. So anyways, I'm the Everyday Guy. Hopefully this video can help somebody make an informed choice between the Gerber dime and the Leatherman Squirt PS4. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys carry. Who has the dime? Who's got the Leatherman? Who owns both? Which one do you think is a better tool? Which one do you carry more often than the other one? I'm always interested in finding out. Everyone's opinion is important, and you know, I like to read what other people think of certain tools and see how much it differs from my opinion. So anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. More videos will be coming. I'm getting back into it more and more. I definitely have more gear coming up for review. So please keep checking in. Enjoy your day. I'm the Everyday Guy, and I'm out.